Hey guys, welcome back. It's Grim Reaper for another video for Raid Shadows. Today is going to be the Grimsy news update. So we're going to go through all the stuff and then we're going to talk about what I think and my personal opinion on everything. And I'm going to try and cover everything in this video. There is a lot happened since the last time I did a video like this. So I'm going to try and cover everything as possible. We've got artifacts, updates coming. We've got updates coming to the soul stones, blessings, and all that information that I have got my hands on, and we're going to go through it in this video. So first of all, I want to cover the fusion. I'm not too sure if I've done a video yet on the fusion, but I do want to make it quite clear that I think this fusion is actually underrated, and I think it's really scammy of Plarium to do what they're doing, if I'm honest. So the fusion is somewhere around here. Here he is. So I've got my 35 fragments so far. There is a few more fragments. So what scammy business have they done? Let me just pull up the fusion plan and I'll show you what they've been doing. I didn't realize this until my stream the other day, and I was a bit annoyed because I didn't even realize myself, and I nearly made a mistake of this. So let me just zoom into this. So they've got one summon rush here, which is normal, and then you have a champion chase. So champion chase, you can summon epics, etc. Like I know if you use like 5 Broadmoors, I save for my void shards, and to keep them, save up my points, and infuse them, so I don't have to do the 10x's or whatever I don't feel like doing. But you got one here, and there is one here as well. So that's 2 summon rushes, no champion chase. So missed a weekend out here. Very naughty Plarium. So they're making you do one of them, which means they're forcing you to at least open shards for one of them. Now, if you only open shards for one of them, that's fine, but you do need to get all 20. And that still leaves you having to try with 95 fragments, which gives you then 2 options. You can then decide to buy the last 5 fragments, which is probably cheaper than buying the last shard pack or whatever on the second summer rush, or if you've got the shards to open that for the next summer rush. The third option is you try and win one of the tournaments. So for example, I'm going pretty hard, or have been going pretty hard on Classic Arena. I haven't really done anything today, and I still have a fairly healthy lead of 300 points, saying that that is more or less done. But I see here global, they are really pushing hard, and at one stage I was like 13 points off this, and I was actually on this. Last fusion I was in the top 20 in the world, so I've been slacking a little bit, and I've got to push that tonight to make sure that we get the win there. So you only need to finish in the top 2, and then you'll pick that up. It will be a last push for everyone in the top 3 in my group will be the last 3 pushes. If I don't win this one, I do have the next one, but I am more or less stocked. I have a couple of refills here, which I'm happy to use to get some more Maginate for my forge. I do want to cover the sets and stuff like that, but before we cover the sets, I do want to cover this as well. Which is very interesting, and this could be good or bad for the game, so depending on this. But How Hades and How Hades team, if you don't know who he is the biggest content creator in Raid, and I'll be surprised if you're watching me and don't know who How Hades is. But How Hades has put his post here. This was put into SP, and I just screenshot this. Now this information was found on the iOS update screen or player or Android. It was one of them two. Let me know down which one, if you know which one it is, but you can go find this information on one of the Play Stores for mobile phone. So what it says here is Soulstone Information Tournament is coming, Soul Chase, and Hero Pass for Summoning Souls. Medals exchange for Arena only possible on completion of Affinity bonuses and has a cooldown. So for example, someone like me or Max Great Hall can then exchange some gold medals, which we haven't heard of the result yet, but for me it's better than nothing, and see what we get in return. So for me, I have like 19,000 It would just be good to use that, and I know there's many more people with more than me. It's a shame there is a cooldown, so it means I won't be able to claim it all at once, which means I'll probably have a big lump sum there for a long time. And in that chest it comes with just like forged charms, maybe materials and stuff like that. There was information going out about 2 months ago on this patch, but I'm not too sure on that information, and I can't seem to find it anywhere. Plarium are notoriously known for that. So yeah, we have got that. The Summon Stone Rush tournament, the Soul Chase, will be quite interesting. Hopefully there will be juicy rewards for this, and hopefully this is not taking away the shard events, but leaving those the shard events, but also putting this on top so people can get this. Now, I'm really happy if they replace one of the shard events in fusions and then put this in alongside the fusions. This would be a really good idea for the free to play and really useful overall. So I do think that they should do that. I think that'd be good for the game and try and help the free to plays or the low spends get the fusions, because honestly the fusions is like the best way for 90% of the player base to get a legendary, to get a new legendary, and a legendary that can help their account. So bear in mind this fusion right now going on won't do nothing for my account, but I am in probably the 5% of players that could do all the content in the game and not having to struggle too hard or anything like that. Plat Arena is probably the hardest content for me because of the meta champions right now. That will change in a couple of weeks when Poly is changed, etc. So I'm looking forward to that. Now the heroes for summoning souls. Basically, you guys need to start saving your souls, and I am going to start saving mine. I have 21 on my account right now, and I've not pulled them, so I am saving them and stuff like that. So I've also got quite a few here to sit in here ready to go. I'm looking for my Rhodas or my Duchess +3, so I can incorporate them as well. So that is something I'm looking forward to and trying to save. So for me, these things will be interesting. Hopefully the rewards are quite good, and I would like to see Eternal Soul Stones being pushed through this now, so you could upgrade from opening all the small stones but then gaining something in return, or maybe even a guaranteed legendary, like anyone that's in the fusions or a former fusion or something like that. That'd be good for people's accounts for try and inquire, and hopefully they don't make it too stupidly expensive or anything like that. So for me, hopefully they carry on bringing the good soul pack offers. They've been quite bad again recently this week, but the week before they were quite good. So it looks like Plarium will release the soul packs when they want, the good ones, and for low spenders or spenders like myself who don't want to spend a lot but do want extra resources, because for me, I will get the extra ones, pay a little bit of money, and then get extra resources for the soul stones. If I pick anything good up from then that is a bonus for me. So that's why I generally do buy them, just to try and get extra resources. Alright, let's talk about the announcements then. We won't cover the blessings just yet. I want to cover the artifacts events sets or something like that, if I have that information. It doesn't look like I do. Let me see if it's in SP. Announcements. Well, yeah. So we'll go over that shortly. Okay, so here we are. So there's been 2, 4, 6, 7 sets replaced, and we're gonna go through one of them. I'm not gonna go and say what it used to be. You guys can go and read that information for yourselves. I'm gonna try and make this short and snappy. So Retaliation was actually not a bad set. It was very niche in clan boss and killables. As a 4P set, it was very useful for budgeting killables. It's very budget for bat eaters if you didn't have good fury or good relentless, or if you didn't need to run toxic, you would kind of think about things like that. So for me, Retaliation is now better because it's a 50% chance to counterattack. Now if you don't have good crawl or anything like that, this could also be used on a nuka in arena. And if someone like me, I don't waste my gold coins on the revenge gear unless I'm quite stacked, so I buy them once a blue moon. So for me, retaliation gear is something now that I would farm in the set. For me, that I would farm. So as a 2-piece set, I think this is the best out of all the update, and I'm looking forward to picking us up. So then we have the Revenging. So as it's a 4-piece set, 45% chance to counter attack when a debuff is placed when on the aura. In all honesty, it's still quite meh. I don't know where I'd use this. I'd rather use the other set as well, which would be, because it's still very similar and that's fine, but I would rather use this as a 2-piece set, and then when using this, it doesn't make no sense for me. They need to change it still. I don't know what they need to do with it, but they need to do something with it. It is a rebalancing at the end of the day, so for me, I don't know if it's better or not. Cursed was probably the worst set in the game. You do allow you to put heal reduction. That's only really used in one place, which is fine. Like maybe 1 or 2 bosses and do tower, but that's about it. Ooh, excuse me. But a 4-piece set for placing a hex for 2 turns is not actually bad. I would like to see this as a 2-piece set though. It's a bit. I don't feel like this would be anything special, but hex is quite nice for. It's quite nice for Hydra, and as a Hydra buff, I don't know if it's gonna be a useful set because like there's still regen that I would rather use on support. If I was going to use this anywhere, maybe I'd put it on support, maybe. Or maybe if you build like a counter attack, that could be quite useful. But most places I'd want to use Relentless, if I'm honest, or even Reflex. I think you still benefit more from that. So I feel like if you have lots of Relentless and Reflex, this won't really benefit you. But if you don't have a lot of them sets, this could be a set that will come in useful. And then we have Frenzy set, which will give you 5% turn meter for each debuff received. That's a pretty bad nerf, if I'm honest. I don't really have any Frenzy, so it's not affecting me myself. My bad owl solo is in Reflex, so for me this doesn't, but I know a lot of the community are frustrated about it. Ooh. So for me this is a bad rebalancing, and they didn't need to touch it. It was a very niche set, but not a bad set. Curing, so this was probably the top 3 bottom sets in the game. 4-piece set, it should be a 2-piece set, I think. Still, like 20% bonus heal, also restores the amount of destroyed HP equivalent to the healing bonus. Okay, so I think this set's gonna be very niche, just a bit like destroy. And I think the main place this will be used is probably like Sand Devil maybe. That would be very interesting. I can see most in-game players not being really interested in set still. I think this could be set could surprise some people though. Fury, so for me this will affect me because I have this on my man-eaters, and it's a good clan boss set for unkillables for increasing the damage. So it says here 4-piece, increase the damage dependent on the champion current HP. So HP 100% equals 40, which gives you 10% damage plus. I don't know how much this is going to equivalent to. This could be a big push on unkillables. I think this might be one of the sets that people won't talk about, but could also be the biggest one. So I'd be interested to see if my clan boss damage goes up or down. I will post you guys on it. Maybe I'll record a clan boss run before this goes live. I don't feel like this sets are live yet. I think they go live at end of July or beginning of July, sorry. Affinity bonus will give you 30% critical damage and a 50% chance to weak hit when critical hit. So I'll turn weak hits into critical hits, 50% chance. Honestly, I think this is one of the most useless sets in the game. I still don't think it's going to be anything. You'd rather just use stronger champions, personally myself. So, not a big fuss on that one. We have a promotion code here as well, so just bear that in mind. Okay, so here's all the information to blessings. You guys can kind of pin this. You guys can kind of pin this here, but for me, this will be interesting. This is only going to affect 6-star blessings, and I'm not too sure how this is going to work yet, but it says here the exact start amount of blessings will be increased. Epics and rares will be increased by 25% substat increase, whereas legendaries will have a 50% increase. So you can kind of see all of them here, so like most of them. So for example, Wrath of Fallen, which is used on Taurus and Rhodas, is going to get a buff. So I know they get 25% critical damage on level 4. They get 5,000 HP, or might be 6,000 HP in total from level 4 and 1. So level 2 and 4. So that's like 7,500 now for plus 6. And it will be a 37 critical damage if that's worked out right. I feel like this will double the blessing. So let's have a look at a couple of 6-star blessings on my account and see what this would do. So we have, let's take Bad Owl for example. Let's just make sure Bad Owl is here. So Bad Owl has a 6-star Brimstone, and it says here this will give for Brimstone more accuracy, more HP by 50% stat increase. So what does a 6-star Brimstone give me? It gives me 6,000 HP, which it says up here. So it looks like it's going to give me 9,000 HP, 15 speed, and 75 accuracy. That's a bit nutty. That's really nutty. Oh, imagine the sheep. People are just going to start using champions just for blessings. Sheep will get 75 resistance, 15 speed, 1500 HP, and 600 defense. Wow. That's now the 6-star actually takes over a empowered +4. So for example, someone like me who hasn't got really many empowerments, if I get a 6-star blessing, could be better than +4. Wow, that'd be insane. I feel that these are going to be broken, but I feel that this will only affect the Krakens really, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Like, I think this will affect me on a personal scale because I play Arena, but anyone else I don't feel that's going to affect too much. It's just trying to get people to buy into them. You can kind of see that as well with the tournaments and stuff like that coming up. So yeah, interesting buff there, and stuff like that. So yeah. There we are. That's it for the Grims news this week. I don't think there's anything else for me to cover. This all should go live in July. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. Are you excited, or are you nervous, or how are you guys feeling about this update coming up? It's definitely going to shake a few things up. Blessings are being nerfed, boost, all sorts of stuff are going on now. So this is very interesting to see. So yeah, let me know down below what you guys think. I'm a bit on the fence at the moment. I kind of want to see a bit more information before I make my mind up, but I want you to kind of just get the grips of this and to see what's going on overall. So there we are. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.